Brian Patrick Carroll, better known by his stage name Buckethead, is a virtuoso guitarist and multi-instrumentalist who has worked within several genres of music. He has released 325 studio albums, 5 DVDs, 4 special releases, 3 music videos, and 1 EP. Buckethead is famously known for wearing an expressionless plain white mask on his face and a bucket on his head. Although a multi-instrumentalist, Buckethead is best known for his electric guitar playing, characterized by diverse playing styles spanning thrash guitar, fingerpicking, and slap guitar. Guitar One voted him number 8 on a list of the top 10 greatest guitar shredders of all time. Buckethead makes extreme use of tritones in his music, which sound dissonant and give the impression of robotic and unnatural sounds. As a teenager in 1988, Buckethead entered a song called Brazos into a Guitar Player magazine contest. It was a runner-up. The song was released on the 1991 demo tape of his band Deli Creeps titled Tribal Rites. In the same year, the editor of Guitar Player magazine, Jas Obrecht, came to know of Buckethead when his parents and him left a demo in the reception that later Obrecht received. Impressed with his demo recording, he rushed into the restaurant where Buckethead and his parents were having lunch and encouraged him to make the most of his talent. They soon became friends. In 1991, Buckethead moved into Obrecht's basement. After the 2 demo tapes, Buckethead released Bucketheadland on John Zorn's Avant record label in 1992. Though available only as a pricey Japanese import, the record received positive reviews and earned some attention. At about this time, Buckethead fell into the orbit of prolific bassist and producer Bill Laswell as either a performer, producer, or composer. Buckethead was introduced to Laswell with the help of the drummer Bryan Brain Mantia, who gave Laswell a video of Buckethead playing in his room. Laswell was involved in many of the albums listed in the discography below, and Buckethead made many more appearances on albums by Laswell's collaborators. K is an anagram of Buckethead he created by Tom Doc Darter to circumvent legal complications with Sony Records. Also in 1994, Buckethead released his second studio album, entitled Giant Robot, which features many guest appearances by artists such as Iggy Pop and Bill Moseley. The name of the album came from the Japanese series Johnny Sacco and his flying robot, which Buckethead is a fan of. According to Anthony Kiedis' autobiography, Buckethead once auditioned to play guitar for the Red Hot Chili Peppers shortly after John Frusciante left the band without having heard any of their songs. In 1995, Buckethead didn't release any solo albums, but between 1995 and 1998, he collaborated with several artists like Jonas Hellborg and Michael Shreve in the album Octave of the Holy Innocents and Bill Laswell in Ambient Compendium. Also during that time, Buckethead collaborated in several movie soundtracks like Johnny Mnemonic Mortal Kombat. Later in 1996, Buckethead released a solo album called Day of the Robot with the collaboration of DJ Ninja, and another album in a small label called NTT Records called Giant Robot with the collaboration of Brain. Both are out of print. Also in the same year, Buckethead continued to collaborate on movie soundtracks like Beverly Hills Ninja and the sequel of Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Also in this year, Buckethead joined Praxis and released 2 albums, Transmutation Live and Live in Poland. In 1999, Buckethead released his 5th album, a collaboration with Les Claypool from the band Primus, entitled Monsters and Robots, currently the best-selling album of his career. Also this year, Buckethead started 3 new projects. The first is called Cornbugs with Bill Moseley, Pinchface, and Travis Dickerson. They released their first album called Spot the Psycho. Buckethead achieved a higher public profile as a member of Guns N' Roses from 2000 to 2004. However, the band only toured in 2001 and 2002 during this era. Despite this, Buckethead's guitar parts were found intact on leaked Chinese Democracy Tracks IRS There Was a Time Better in Madagascar. However, it is uncertain if they will be present on the final product. In March 2008, Axl Rose confirmed that Buckethead will be featured on Chinese Democracy. Since that time, his cult following in the underground music communities has steadily increased. He frequently performs at festivals and in clubs nationwide and often tours as the feature performer. In 2005, Buckethead released an album as Buckethead and Friends called Enter the Chicken. Released by Serge Tankian's label Surgical Strike, the album features Tankian, Maximum Bob, Death by Stereo singer Ephraim Schultz and others. The album is marked by its leaning towards more traditional song structure, while still featuring Buckethead's guitar skills. In 2005, Buckethead released his first DVD, Secret Recipe, originally sold only on tour. The only places for other fans to obtain it were auction sites such as eBay. Released in November 2006, the cross-console video game Guitar Hero 2 features Buckethead's song Jordan as an unlockable bonus track. Although the song has been performed live in the past, the video game version is the only known studio recording of the song. Also, the live version almost always contains just the verse and chorus of Jordan, then goes into Post Office Buddy and returns to the verse and chorus of Jordan. However, the Guitar Hero 2 version contains a special solo specifically for the game. Also in 2007, Buckethead released albums with other artists. The sequel to the Buckethead and Travis Dickerson's Chicken Noodles was released in mid-December 2007, entitled Chicken Noodles 2. He also released an album with Praxis entitled Tennessee 2004, a live recording made in Tennessee in the year 2004. Buckethead also released an album with Shin Terai called Light Years, and Kevin's Noodle House featuring drummer Bryan Mantia. In July of 2007, it was revealed that Buckethead is working on a project by the name Science Faction. A band featuring bassist Bootsy Collins and drummer Greg Hampton will supply lead vocals.